stuck off the realness, realness. Got you stuck off the realness, realness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back.
We're live.
Good morning, Bushwick.
Yes.
Another fantastic day. Goddamn, you could see my hunch clearly, bro.
I mean,
spina bifida or some shit.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's a spina bifida.
What is spina bifida?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's not that.
That was a Tyson moment. Spinal. I broke my back.
What's the injury? Spinal.
We was talking about that yesterday, right?
Mike. Yeah, we were goofing about some
Iron Mike.
Iron Mike's in-ring antics after some of his fights back in the day, man. But shout out to Iron Mike. Iron Mike, I don't want him to come bash my head in. Thinking Little Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
If we ever do run into Mike Tyson,
catch the
probably pull up this clip.
Galifianakis hangover treatment. I'm sorry, Iron Mike. Please don't hit me.
So this is what, episode 18?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes.
Monday was 16. It's getting we're catching our stride, I think. I think now it's I'm not as surprised about it as I was when we first started, like the first week, where it's like every day you're just kind of thrilled. Now I'm reaching the point where now every day I have to make something better. I have to do something about the show needs to be better. We constantly need to keep improving this. And if you guys haven't seen goodmorningbushwick.com, the website is it's up right now. We're gonna be making some changes in the near future with the domains and which domain has the primary access. But if you guys go and you can create an account right now, and I think the Artist Connect is gonna draw a lot of attention to First Live, and I think it's gonna help a lot of artists connect with each other, so that it's digital networking. Really, it's like a networking event.
Done right. Just executed properly. The ideas are endless, boundless. It's a community for trying to build a community for artists to link with each other. More than just here, where obviously at events like All the Way Live, when you have the slap, share and tells, other events that go on. That's usually where a lot of people link and meet. But now, obviously having the platform on the profile the platform on the website obviously is a whole different avenue. So so hope you guys check it out. And obviously
this is our profile. Coming. This is our profile right now for the Bud and Roach show. And after the conversation we had with Danny the other day, where we're kind of ironing things out, there was a function that needed to be added, and I was able to get it done. You can now add your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube account, Instagram. I think it's also LinkedIn, and it's pretty much it's your profile. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love this shit. So definitely go on goodmorningbushwick.com and create your profile. Other than that,
man, definitely threw me off topic here this morning, man. Definitely wasn't expecting that in the cold open, man. I'm kind of, still trying to recover here. Definitely. So what's going on, man? Usually there's a recap from the evening before. Usually discuss things going on in the news.
We said B.O.Clock was when we said it was.
Yeah, man.
And then it never stopped. So my evening just went. It was like a rabbit hole, and I dove right in.
Shit, man. How's that work in the cold? Obviously, I actually woke up today, man, expecting to wake up, see some powder on the ground, man. It's still, it's starting to pick up right now. They're saying it's supposed to be the heaviest of it. You can see behind us, it actually looks like snow falling, but it's not quite sticking yet.
It's like raining snow.
Yeah, it's like raining snow. It's still supposed to accumulate, they said, in these hours where they did predict it is supposed to accumulate. So we have to look and see, man. But I definitely, there's a lot of people online already talking, oh, they said it was supposed to be bad. Where is it? And once again, they're the professionals. You're not. We see this, man. The last couple snowstorms, I said they need to send kids to school. This one they actually do, and people were mad. The last few I thought people thought were worse. That's pick and choose your side. I feel like in our whole 12 years of school, we only had a couple snow days. These kids have had more than that the last couple of years.
Snow days.
I could say I feel like 2 or 3 max.
We used to go to school in blizzards.
Yes, the only blizzards I remember not going to school in with 96 and 97 was only for like that one day before the streets got plowed. Um, those were the only two real snow days. I feel like there's a third one somewhere in elementary school, but I don't remember a snow day in 291 or when we went to Bushwick. We had no snow days, so that's seven years of school.
And then they would try to anticipate these events. Of course, you got weather channels reporting that a blizzard is coming. These teachers would put together homework packets like it was a vacation time. Like, no, just let this be.
I didn't do you got that. I never
got
got a
homework
teacher give me
packets during.
Dog.
Especially when things were anticipated, that it wasn't like a shock to everyone that there was fucking 2 feet of snow.
I'm not gonna lie, man. There was a teacher, and I'm not gonna say any names, but in 291, I'm not sure if she still works there. There was a really bad snowstorm one day. A lot of the kids were kept home, but some of our parents sent us in, and she showed us the way out to school. Like
she showed you a way out of the school,
like the way to cut class and get out to school and go home early.
Just follow me,
there's
kids.
No point to being in school that day. There was very few kids in school, and she wants to go home. And she showed a couple of kids stayed in school throughout the day, but she's like, "Those you like that door right there," and then right out and then on to the street.
This was 291.
291.
And you tell me the teacher's name when we get off the air.
I'll tell you off air. But yeah, man. And then obviously in Bushwick, if we felt like, calling ourselves a half day, just a random half day that wasn't really scheduled every other Friday.
The way they set it up in Bushwick, though, if you didn't swipe your ID card, for the people who don't know how urban schools work, if you don't swipe your ID card while you're walking through the metal detectors, the phone call automatically gets sent to your house, and it's a machine. It's just saying your son or daughter didn't show up to school today.
I never got that. All the times I stayed home, and didn't swipe, I never got that phone call. I was home days. I mean, there were times, bro. Even remember if you didn't go to homeroom. Excuse me. If you didn't go to homeroom, they would send the cards on the days from that week. I never got that.
Who invented these things? Homeroom.
I don't know, man.
What was the panel of judges that got together and we're gonna call this homeroom?
This is your homeroom teacher.
This is where most of the people cut, though. It's like nobody wants to go to homeroom.
Nobody. I mean, but it was third? It was like your third period of the day, so they wanted you in school, and it wouldn't be till third period, so they knew you at least through half the day, or at least a third of your day, so that they knew you were at least in the building.
You ever got picked up by truancy?
No, sir, man. No, sir. That
Truancy
never happened
the most
to me.
embarrassing thing that could happen to anybody.
I know people that's happened to. That happened to Drew quite a few times, man. He was unfortunate, man. But Drew man, I always tell him, man, you always want to play by your own rules, man. Like, rules. And I was like, and you look like you should be in school, man. At least we look like a little older, like they might be seniors.
Yeah, there's this one story. I'm never going to forget it. When I used to cut school, I used to go places. I used to go to other states and shit, like Jersey, Connecticut. I would just take trains and travel and meet people. And so I had this long day that I went to Jersey and I went into the city, and I get home around 5 o'clock, and Joey and Danny's in the room, and they pissed off. So I'm like, what happened? And they literally, I guess they saw that I wasn't in school, and they tried to walk out the front, and Truancy was right there. He was like, yo, how the fuck you cut and go to different states? We couldn't even make it on the sidewalk, bro.
Yo. I don't know, man. It's like you can sometimes just stroll out the front door, man, but you had to be confident. You couldn't look back. It was one shot and go. Come down those stairs and then out the door, man. Don't hesitate. It's just go and just go.
That was hilarious. They didn't even make it down the steps. And then what's crazy is that Truancy, instead of just sending them back into school, they put them in the wagon. And they took them to the station.
That is a dick move.
And the parents had to come, Jose and my uncle, they both had to show up. And
that is a super
damn.
And then it was
that was
Jose
some real funny style shit.
Danny Sr.
Yeah, but Danny got off because Danny, for those who don't know, that's Cheese. He's the
why are we saying I haven't called that man that name in God knows how long. Why'd you even say it? You got me sitting here.
I don't say Cheese and Joey.
Yes,
back in the day, it was Danny and Joey.
Yeah, Danny and Joey. It wasn't Cheese yet.
So
he was Cheese, but he wasn't Cheese yet.
Yeah, he He was queso.
Yeah, he was queso.
Queso frito.
Queso frito.
You should start serving that here, Danny. I guess you kind of do with the sandwiches, those mozzarella sandwiches. That's not queso frito though. That's mozzarella.
It's just mozzarella. But yeah, man. I never got picked up by Truncey, man. But I never cut and did anything like crazy, man. I would just come home early on a Friday and play video games, man. If we didn't have practice or a game, man, I just felt like being home early. I was tired from that week. Like, yeah, I'll call it. Like I've done enough classwork and I'm ahead on enough tests. Yeah, I think I could call this one.
Nook's crib was a big place. Nook's crib is where a large group of us went after school every day.
Yeah, play games
every single day. And Nook always had the latest games. Like that's one that he was always on top of the release dates. So when like No Mercy came out, I remember people congregated around his door. like someone was in there healing the sick. Everybody was just waiting.
It was a minute before I played No Mercy. I think I didn't play No Mercy till you got it. Cause I still had WrestleMania 2000.
And WrestleMania 2000 is still to me one of the greatest games.
I feel like the pinnacle in 64. No Mercy was fun.
It was polished, but when you shorten the entrances, you cut out a lot of the game. When you take away the ability to create a belt, I think that was a big one in WrestleMania 2000. I think No Mercy should have stuck with that.
Yeah, man. We used to have you had the titles on No Mercy on the WrestleMania 2000. It was the rule, yo. You got the cartridge, yo. Don't change titles. No, your guy. You want to have your guy, cause we had people were notorious for that. Like, yo, where's my belt? Where's my belt? Nah. I had the belt. Like,
and then you always they always had their created characters with the championship. It was never like they never just chose Stone Cold or Triple H. It'd be Mad Dog or Spider.
Yeah.
That was Drew, right? Spider?
Yeah, Spider.
I was Mr. Showtime.
Mad Dog.
Where'd you get that from?
I can't remember.
I think those were just like pre-selected names and attitude.
I feel like an attitude and we all kept them.
We just... Yeah.
I remember, Drew tried to go with Killer, and we kept telling him, no, man, you can't get it. No, that's not, no. He's like, no, that's my persona. Nope, we're not giving it to you.
You cannot wear airwalks and call yourself Killer.
Spider with a Y. I had a very terrible joke coming behind that I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep to myself right now.
So before we move on with the show, of course, we announced the video of the day every day. Yesterday we did things a little differently. The Reverb Nation campaign is going to get your video posted on the website, but we're actually looking for artists to post their videos on their pages on First Live. So today's video of the day was a video I saw yesterday, and it shocked me. And she has no idea that I'm going to play this video, but this is Maddie playing a banjo with her buddies. They're called the Oceanas. Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
All right. So you got to see this work. This is today's video of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
This next song is called In the Rain.
Hangover session.
Baby, we don't have to watch the sky for better weather. Truth is, I know we'll enjoy this rain together, 'cause it's better when we're together. It's better, my friend. Try so hard to love. Honey pie, I've told no lies. I'm starting clean, just you and me. Yeah. The world is flat, the world is round, but I don't care, 'cause I've been found. Oh, yeah. Baby, you found me. Sky's looking cloudy. Let's walk in the rain. I don't want another year of a love life as a solo career, no. I'm not leaving from your side, 'cause this, my dear, it's bona fide. So let the rain come down in sheets, 'cause I belong to something better than me, oh. I used to know. In summertime, it's moving fast, so why don't we move slow? On starry nights, let's go find a mountain with a view. But we don't need to see the sky to find something to do. The world is flat, the world is round. The world is flat, the world is round. But I don't care, 'cause I've been found, oh yeah. Baby, you found me. Sky's looking cloudy. Let's walk in the rain.
Get a live hand clap going over here. God damn it. No, they started clapping with us too.
That was dope.
Very, very nice. She
That-
doesn't even know, like, that song got me through yesterday.
That was dope. That was
Can
definitely
we get a
some,
shot of Maddie?
Some vodka lemonade on the back porch music, man.
Thanks,
That was good work, Maddie. Fantastic
There's
work.
the wave.
And how are you
Classic
doing?
Maddie wave.
I'm doing well. I didn't know you were gonna play that video. Thank you.
Surprise, surprise. So we have to ask you, because it's not every day that people surprise you with. We can't call them hidden talents, because we do this, but just the sound of the band in itself. You guys sound like you've been playing together for a long time. So how long have you been playing music, and then how long have you been playing music with this band?
I've been playing music since I was 4, basically. But different instruments at different times. But I've been playing with this band seriously since like early summer.
Really?
That was
Yeah.
the only early. Damn, you
I
guys.
mean, we've known each other for years and have like dabbled in and out, but we've never like had a committed project like this until the summer.
So the video that we just played, it was part of a series, right? Because it opened up, it said like it was
the Hangover
the
sessions.
Hangover series. So what other shows do you have? Like I'm positive that you guys are going to be playing somewhere sometime soon. So
Yeah, we have a So Far Sounds gig in May, doing sort of an unplugged thing on May 17th.
is that a full?
yeah.
Is that a full set?
Is the set online a full set, or will the set
at the show.
at the show will be a full set? Yeah.
So I think we need to be there, Zoe.
Yeah, man. New work commitments, man. I definitely don't get to just take off at a whim like I used to. So I need much like advance notice.
I'll be there.
May 17th. I need like what day of the week is that? I need to look at a calendar.
I think it's a Thursday.
A Thursday, yes. I need to tell my boss, but I'm pretty sure I can get it off. I just need to tell my boss at a time.
Okay, cool. We'd love to have you guys there.
Yes. Where's it at? Actually,
So far.
Oh.
TBD.
TBD.
It's through So Far Sounds is hosting the gig, but they do like
To be determined.
TBD Brooklyn.
No.
No.
I think to be determined. Jesus
Oh,
Christ. And actually, that bar is closing down,
because
unfortunately.
there's a
man.
place called TBD.
Yes,
in
I've
Brooklyn.
been to
it
this
is not-
bar.
It is not at TBD. Location is to be determined.
Yes, that bar recently closed. Did it close? It recently closed, man. I've been there a few times. One of my buddies used to go there, man. Shout out to, used to call him Mr. President. He was a big
TBD.
24 fan, like me.
So we're gonna keep the people posted about this gig, and we need to start filming a little mini documentary leading up to it. I want to have something like that for this show. I really like the band. What is it? What's the name again?
Thank you. The Oceana.
The Oceanas. That was In the Rain.
Yeah, man. That definitely. That's I mean, damn, man. Like I wanna.
What you called it? It was a lemonade.
Vodka lemonade, man.
Vodka lemonade.
Vodka lemonade, man.
On the porch.
On the back porch music, man. She's real. And the I guess we call the lead singer. I told you her voice reminded me a lot of Sarah Bareilles. That was
I gotta look that up. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Sarah Bareilles is?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Sarah Bareilles.
You definitely know who she is.
Yes, you do.
You've heard her music probably a lot.
Oh, this is her?
Yes.
I know her face, but I still have
You've
to
heard
hear
her music. She had, I'm not gonna write you a love song, cause you asked for it, cause you need one. That's her
Keep
song.
it going.
No, I'm not gonna keep it going. That's not even my favorite song from her, but I like that song. My favorite song is Gravity, Sarah Bareilles.
He went.
That's an amazing
He
song.
went into
I
his
love
head
it.
voice.
I love the unplugged version.
I actually
the
love
strip
Sarah
version.
Bareilles. I think she's an amazing songwriter.
Yes.
I still need to I don't want to play something and then she get flagged.
Yeah.
I'll just check it out after the
But
show.
she's if you hear her voice.
She's in a Songwriters Hall of Fame. That's 23 hours ago. This is this is brand new.
Wow. Didn't
She
know
just
that.
got
Look at
inducted
that.
to the Songwriters Hall
Look
of
at
Fame.
that.
That's crazy.
Sarah
How do you
Bareilles
even
has
get
some
there?
chops, man.
How do you apply for that?
I don't know if you
just-
apply for that, man. That might be like one of those committees that search you out.
That's interesting.
I don't think you apply for Hall of Fames, man. Like you don't get to say, "Hey, I want to be here." I think the Hall of Fame calls you. I mean, that's the way it goes. I'm gonna say this. That's the way it goes in sports. I don't think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You can't petition the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to get in. Like you just they call you.
Yeah, but Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That's different, man. It's fucking Vince McMahon. It's sports entertainment. That's sports entertainment.
That was a.
That's where the line gets to get blurred.
I mean, this is entertainment too. Songwriters, a Songwriters Award. But yeah, the Oceanas. That track got me through yesterday. It was a rough day yesterday. It was just a lot of personal things. But I went back and we watched the interview for Late Haven, and that was an interesting conversation.
we had an interesting. Off air, we stayed for a while. Had a quick little barrel clock.
It wasn't that quick.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I had one. You obviously extended barrel clock through the evening. I had things I had to get done yesterday. I had to go back to work. So I obviously couldn't have that much fun.
Look at that craftsmanship.
Look at that over there. Wait a minute.
The Vanna White hands.
Oh, scratching on it.
Look at that. He's going DJ. He's doing a DJ solo on an espresso cup. Here comes Undertaker. This shit look like Brock Lesnar was about to come out and start breathing out smoke.
So one thing that's been in the news, man, I told you we forgot to talk about Monday, man, after it was in the news. The white nationalist social studies teacher in Florida, man. Did you read about that or have you heard anything?
I saw clips. I didn't really read any articles on it, but
So I
know
can't
the
remember
gist.
her name, and I don't want to look it up right now. But she essentially admitted to, it is her in the podcast under a different name, but she tried to, change it to, nationalist.
Oh shit.
Nationalist. Oh, well,
That's
that's
the same thing.
Oh, well, same thing, yeah. Just, those are very different, terms to use, but
I guarantee you she was not expected to be on CNN.
no, she wasn't. And not with that. Like, that's got to be like her yearbook picture there. Like that school yearbook
That
picture they
is
print out every year with the
fucked up.
teachers. And, like it's everywhere. And you can say it was satire, but, I mean, I haven't listened to it, but
What is hard, son?
No. Goddamn
I think you might need to pause that.
advertisements. Yeah, let's pause this. Diana Vodilic. Or Vilitic.
I couldn't get. I wasn't gonna try to pronounce that.
Let's call her DV.
Let's call it. DV is a social studies teacher at Crystal Rivers Middle School in Crystal Rivers, Florida. Online, she's also known as Tiana
Dalichov.
I'm not getting either of those right. I'm not gonna lie to you. The synonymous host of a white supremacist podcast called Unapologetic, and the voice behind a Twitter account riddled with racist and anti-Semitic posts. In a statement through her attorney, V confirmed that she was the one speaking as D on the podcast, but claimed the comments were political satire and exaggeration, and the persona was a hobby.
You fucked up. That was one bad decision on the toilet.
That was no, man. I think.
At what point do you just tell yourself, I want to just become an online racist?
I just want to like that's not like a persona you're hiding behind. I mean, you're hiding behind a persona, but to say that it's a joke that
Thank
you just
bro.
know that's your real persona.
That beautiful heart.
And you had to hide behind that because you have other things in life that you can't risk to lose. That's what I hear with that. Like
it's a cop out. It's a cop out. She
100%.
wanted to say these things. She needed to create a character outside of herself and try to hide behind it. And now your ass is on CNN.
Yeah, man. I don't like the way my collar's falling, man. I'm about to button my top button, bro, but I don't like to wear shirts.
But every time I button my top button, everybody tries to make fun of me.
I mean, I don't like the way my collar's sitting. This collar usually don't sit like this. It's annoying me right now. Like I'm seeing it keep drooping on camera, man. It's annoying me a little bit.
They have an invention for that. It was on Shark Tank. It's a little magnet you put behind the thing, and then they slide the clip in, and it keeps your shit.
Nah, my dad has that with his when he wears the suits when he used to wear suits at work to keep his ties flat. Even at work with my ties, like my collars eventually want to be like this, like bent like this. The other one, and I used to have to wear the earpiece right here and shit. So, I mean, it is what it is. But she definitely back to DV over here. I think she definitely, it's a cop out at this point, man. You're caught saying these things, espousing whatever you were saying, man.
It doesn't say that she's still teaching, though. It says now that her alter ego has come to light.
She's been suspended. She's been removed from the classroom. They have to go through the whole process of removing her. She's allowed that. They can't just on a whim say you're fired. There's a process. But they've shown some of the things. She's like,
it isn't supremacist or hateful to prefer your own people over others.
What does that even mean?
It means
I'm not racist.
That's
because
the way
I hate
you whitewash. That's the way you whitewash, telling people, it's okay to hate others and love yours more.
It says on Twitter, V as D would tweet about the horrors of Islam and the superiority of white culture, and referred to the Jewish question and anti-Semitic conspiracy theory.
The Jewish question. I know we shouldn't laugh, man, because this is serious. There's people that think like this, and clearly this coming out. And the fact that she's a middle school teacher, and there were some of the earlier reports on this before this report came out, she admitted to it. There were people saying that there were kids going home telling their parents she was saying some very questionable shit in class, and like leaning on this to the kids and teaching kids this in her class. So this is crazy. This is nuts, man.
Oh yeah, they really. You think the account is still up?
Nah, I doubt that account's still up. They said she tried to scrub everything. People that's why screenshots and not the actual account. But
it was a bad decision.
It was a bad decision, man. Definitely not a bright one. And now, I mean, she might find work somewhere. There's gonna be someone who has a mind like her will think we can figure out a way to work you in. I think you'll see with the way people sometimes donate money in these causes that believe that she's gonna be unjustly and unfairly fired for her political views. Which I'm not saying not allowed to have different political views, because I mean I think that's the wonderful thing in this country, because I don't think anyone can say really anything about anyone. We're allowed to have our freedom of thoughts, freedom of choices. We all just know the morality behind right and wrong. So if something like that, you should know is wrong. But if you want to pretend, it's not, then you have to deal with that.
I think I want to play devil's advocate for a second. Oh, there he is.
What's up, fellas?
Goddamn. Love you guys. We miss you guys,
how
bro.
you enjoying the weather? Huh?
It's a shitty. It's
No
not even-
V-necks today?
Yeah.
No day?
So I think if you're an educator, if you become a teacher and you have to be in classrooms with people of all like kinds, I think when you approach a position like that as a career choice, you have to kind of sacrifice a little of your freedom, I
Yes.
guess. Like you can't say certain things. There it is.
There it is.
Can we
I
get a-
mean, I'll tell you one teacher who in high school definitely
You
know,
what
you
we
know,
gonna
definitely. Yeah, we're gonna toast in a second. A teacher who in high school, I won't say had very different political views, but definitely wanted kids to think outside the box. Did you ever have Mr. Wildman in Bushwick? What's
Mr.
going on?
Mr. Wildman?
Mr. Wildman.
The
History
name is
teacher.
familiar.
I had him senior year. I had him 2 semesters senior year. And he was a guy who really like wanted kids to think outside the box, who wanted to think more than, you know, what the TV's telling you, Republican, Democrat. He was trying to get kids, and I'll admit this, to think early on different 9/11 theories, man. I'll say that might be the one thing that would have been questionable, but I don't think he ever got into. Clearly, the school closed a year after we, graduated. I don't know if he's still there teaching at Bushwick, but he. Let's get a toast here.
Can we get this fine craftsmanship here at 219 Central Avenue?
Right there.
Boom. Goddamn. It's a good day when it starts with a cappuccino. Of course, First Live is known for their handcrafted beverages. Now serving alcoholic beverages. They will put you on your ass.
No one judges you about what time beer o'clock starts, man.
It starts when you
it's
say.
a no judgment zone here.
It's like
So,
it's like Planet Fitness. No judgment zone.
Yes.
Come have a cocktail at 9
But,
in the morning.
When you enter into academia teaching, I think that you can't do that, man. And I mean, I guess that they've got to be now going back and interviewing these parents, these kids, to see what she had said. Because even though you say it's unfounded, clearly running a podcast like this, there has to have been other incidents, man. But I will say
you said something about that particular teacher from Bushwick, that he was trying to get kids to think outside the box about things like 9/11. I think it's to have students open their minds to question what they're seeing on media is a much different thing than going on Twitter and being racist.
and being that's a much different thing than get students to, let's say, one of the things we talked about a lot with Nikki on there.
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah, shout out Nick, TSP, the subjective perspective. Be awoke. One thing we were talking about, like critical thinking. Like there's one thing kids really aren't taught anymore. It's critical thinking for yourself, being able to, draw conclusions from other things, from not just what's given to you. You know what I'm saying?
It's a culture of multiple choice.
Yes.
There's no more fill-in answers. There's no more dig inside your mind and try to figure this out.
And even, what do they call them? Essay questions now? That's what they call it now. That's what the fill-ins are, essay questions. And even then, you're teaching them how to write it. This is the way you have to write it out to get 100 points, to get everything. Like, it's not like, all right, if they know it, like, let them word it. They should know how to write a paragraph, word an essay by these points. At least they know quick little things like.
And it goes back to, we was talking about that Common Core math.
Like
they would make kids do that before they try to get them to actually think.
I can't figure Common Core math out, man. I remember my first real like attempt at doing it, man. Was helping Craig's son. He was in elementary school. I want to say he was in 4th or 5th grade. So 2014, and I tried like the way they explain it. Like I see the answer, but they're saying they written down and they're like in their way, and I'm just looking at it like, yo, like I can't, like I don't, like I don't
It's
understand
stupid. It's dead stupid, and it doesn't teach kids how to like activate certain, like if you need to start teaching kids when they're babies about the pineal gland. Like you need to teach kids how to meditate, not just feed them bullshit questions and bullshit answers. And it's just like, that's why the public school system sucks so much. Look at this shit. This is the Common Core structure.
So this is how they want them to do subtraction?
That's
trying to,
insane.
So they want them to times 30. So they want them to break it down. So they want them to do it separately. Times 40 by 8 and then 8 by 2. That makes no sense.
This is stupid, bro. And you expect kids to do this? I can't even do this.
I'm looking at this trying to understand like this one up top still.
The multiplication one?
Yeah.
It's just they're making stuff up to just keep filling the curriculum with more garbage that nobody's gonna
like
use.
I'm looking
when you
at this
get
like
out of school.
Like, let me turn this, man. I'm looking at this addition one, and this is even dumber.
They don't teach you how to start a business in school. They don't teach you how to hone a craft. They just teach you if you get this wrong.
They don't teach you
how to manage your money.
School. They don't teach you in public school. Wow, I would hate to see how they're teaching kids division with this, man. Because you notice it's only subtraction, multiplication, and addition. There's no division on here. I would hate to see how they're teaching kids division. And what are they saying? Traditional is pink. That I understand. I'm looking at Common Core. There's yellow, and the yellow's fucking me up. I'm looking at it. This yellow is crazy. It's insane.
But why do you need the yellow when the pink was already working?
When the pink worked.
The pink worked.
Like why change?
It's been working for years.
Why try to why try to reinvent the wheel? Like this is the way addition's been done for centuries. Like.
Well, USA's super low in math and science and have been, so I don't know if it's been working.
So dumb it down and water it down instead of.
No, they did a lot of money in education. I used to teach. It did a lot of money in education.
This doesn't make sense to me.
Common Core. The fact is Common Core used anywhere else in the world than the U.S. Yes.
Oh, in the world, I don't know about the. I don't think the world.
I think this is just a United States thing.
But part of the United States is trying to get into universities, so passing SATs and different things. So it's all testing, it's all based, and that's all paid for. It's all applications, so it's all funded.
Crazy.
It's not. So we do need to teach our kids to think more critically, but it's a lot of money involved.
That's crazy, man. Like I'm looking at this, man. I can't.
There's a reason why this is called the devil's language, right? That's what they call Common Core.
I've seen that. I haven't really looked too much into it, man. I've seen people say that before.
It's a dirty time. Very dirty time. That's fucked up. I feel bad for kids.
But their parents can't help them.
Like how do your parents can't even help you?
Yo, when we were trying to help Vella's nephew with his homework, man, in the fall, like there were 5 adults sitting there, man.
Everybody
and
just scratching their head.
We all knew the answer, but the way they're asking him to like, yo, you can't use the same number in a row. It's like, yo, but this is the answer. Like, you want him to like play this? Is this a brain teaser or is this like a math homework? Like, it was ridiculous, and I can understand why some kids struggle with it, and they're not dumb kids. This is dumb to me. Like my kids wouldn't be doing that. If I send my kid to school. And the way I was taught math, and you want to tell me that's wrong, despite we all know those answers on that paper, right? I'm going to do something wrong to you with these. Straight up. Without a doubt.
There it is.
That's
Bud.
That's where it would push me. That's where it would push me. I hate to condone violence.
I hate to see you
but
open school.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Like that's what we used to say at work. You know, when people didn't want to listen when we told them, let him hang himself. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Like, and this is crazy, man. To try to tell kids that that's the way to think, man, to do work, like that's nuts to me, man.
Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's reset. Let's bring it back down. Look, he just chugged his mocha.
Common Core, man. We'll be back right after this commercial.
This coffee is delicious.
No, I don't really drink coffee. What you come out with? This coffee's an empty cup. That's what you come out the gate with on me, man?
I mean, it is coffee for music people. And
music for coffee people.
A good coffee will wake you the fuck up in the morning.
Remember, you know what else will wake you up in the morning? Good Morning Bushwick, hosted by us two. Bud and Roach. I mean, here at First Live.
Where is First Live?
Bushwick, baby. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me right now. Like First Live from? Bushwick. We're from Bushwick. We are Bushwick.
Pick up your damn cup and pretend you're drinking the coffee.
Here at First Live Bushwick.
Do it again.
You know what else will wake you up in the morning? Good Morning Bushwick.
Good morning.
Right now, we cutting a promo or we live?
No. Where can people go to find out what's happening in Bushwick?
ButtonRoach.com and firstlive.us.
This coffee is delicious.
Yes, it most certainly is.
You relaxed? You need another mocha?
I just want to say that my good buddies, Jack Johnson and Jimmy Jameson would like to apologize. Oh man, I can't remember what that's from. When it,
He has no kids, but he already had his first open school night meltdown. Like,
nah, man, you're not gonna like. I'm sorry. Like I understand why parents, you see people online, talking about it when they're trying to help their kids. We see people with kids in the public school system going through it, man. It's like, I'm sorry, man. Like, do regular math. Teach your kid the way you were taught. Are you smart enough to get it? And teach your kid it.
And if the parent can't even help the child with homework, that kind of puts friction in that relationship.
Yeah,
too.
then it's like what like I mean a kid I don't think will be able to understand that you don't understand that as an adult. Like how do you explain that to a kid? Like, listen, I get it, but I can't get it the way they want you to get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, some kids wouldn't understand that. They might think their parents don't love them. Like that. I mean, that is a problem. Like, how do you explain to a kid, like, yo, I can't figure this out with you, man. Like, you're gonna have to do this. Like,
we gotta look for a division. Let's see if they got common core division. They're hiding it, so there's gotta be something wrong.
There we go, division.
Okay, I'm already seeing craziness. Let's see.
Oh man, let's see this.
Division. So this is the core lesson. So this is what we learned, right?
Yeah.
So I still don't get it. What's this? Using expanded notation.
So they want them to break it down. Again, just breaking down numbers. How kids.
Oh, they're doing it with boxes. Are they really doing it with boxes? Is this what it is?
I don't know, man.
This is awkward.
Tens tradition.
See, this is crazy. I have the tens method. Traditional algorithm is this. Every dangerous monkey swipes bananas. The fuck? I remember hearing that in Miss Silva's class.
Oh no.
I just forgot what it was. Top bottom method. There's so many different ways to do division.
Magic 9.
Why would they
add
another one?
Division without dividing method.
She's actually giving me a headache.
Like, looking at this, how do you even? This is crazy, man. Man.
And kids are supposed to. Man. They said, I remember when Common Core was first introduced, they asked a bunch of people in college to try to do it, and they couldn't even do it. They thought it was like calculus or something.
Do you remember that math regents in high school where they threw a lot of them out and said that even teachers were failing it, that only a couple of kids passed?
In Bushwick?
Nah, across the state.
When Math A first came out?
Yeah.
Math A?
Sequential math, and then Math A and B came out, and I remember that first math.
And nobody could
They
pass
said
it?
that regents was too hard. They said teachers. So I got like a 68 on it. Like I was shocked when they told me. Like I got like
Give them a round of applause. Live hand clap for that 68. 65
is passing, and a lot of people failed, bro. Like that's the only reason, because I failed math class. Like I didn't do homework. I failed math class, and the only reason I didn't go to summer school. Only reason I didn't go to summer school is because I passed that regents. And like with the entire class had to go. It was like 3 or 4 of us in Bushwick High School passed that test. Like, it was crazy. I remember reading about it. Like, nah, this can't be true. Like, I passed that. Like, I mean, I know I got 68, but I'm not the brightest cookie in the Jordan. And then it's like teachers failed it. Like, they were saying teachers were failing that test.
I think I've made it a priority to smoke away those memories. So I have late high school memories and some college, but other than that, I just remember teacher names. I can't remember tests.
Nah, man.
We took too many. Especially when I went to LaGuardia.
I remember regents, man. I don't really remember like all my little tests in between.
I don't even remember regents. I remember the SATs because I took the SATs at Grover Cleveland.
I didn't take the SATs. I felt that the SATs were unfair, man. Like when we took the PSAT, even what I got, I remember because I missed the day. Like they couldn't give it to us one day, so they spread it out across like our first few periods. And
so wait, the SATs were optional?
Yeah, SATs were mandatory. If you wanted to go to college, yeah, I had no intention of going to college, so I didn't need to take them.
So why the fuck that?
What did you get on your SAT?
I mean, I think I passed if I remember correctly, but
I don't know if you get a pass fail on that. Just a score.
It's just a score?
Yeah.
So I might have not did that well.
I did. I remember. You remember
I
the
think I
Brooklyn
failed
College
that one.
office in Bushwick. I remember after like I missed like a day and a half of the PSAT. But like the way they were doing is like the first period that week or the second period for those of you like the way it was set up, and they just stretched it over the week because they couldn't give us a whole day because the way our schedules were set up in Bushwick. So they blocked it out, and I missed like a day and a half of the shit, but I still did real good. And they called me in, and they said they were looking for me, trying to get a hold of me in different classes. Like I wasn't there. I had been out of school. When I went and spoke to him, it was Mr. Mo, man. He was telling me, he's like, yo, like you did real good. And like you missed a day and a half, man. He's like, what are your college plans? I was like, college plans? Okay. Like, who? Like, no, I was like, I'm not really thinking college, man. He's like, well, why don't you come see a couple of campus tours? What is it like? Only the students who like they know got good grades can graduate going. Like, he's like, come check out a couple of the tours. He's like, we have one book. And I'm like, so I don't have to go to school this day? Coach bus? Cool. But
I decided to go to college a week before classes started, and it was just a conversation I had with my boy Christian. He said, dude, the chicks. I said, sign me up. Went straight to the office with a $50, and this is how you know it's community college. I had to bring a $50 money order, and I was accepted.
Man, I've always wanted to try college, man, but at this point in my life, man, I don't want to anymore.
It was fun.
You don't stop learning.
The one thing I remember from my college years, because I never got
Never
a
stop
degree or
learning.
anything.
Like I even say it on air. I usually learn something new every day, sometimes on air.
LaGuardia, they used to have these clubs, these different clubs. So I joined the club. It was the Bachata Merengue Club. And every Wednesday we got together in the classroom and just danced bachata and merengue. And people would sneak in little bottles, and everybody would dress up like it was a fucking party, but it was in the classroom.
So that was the
That was our club.
was that the precursor to all today's salsa and bachata, like the dance troops we see everywhere?
Probably.
That was the
'Cause this is
precursor.
But it was 2004.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but when did these have you noticed that like everyone's
damn, I
like
went
at a
to
salsa class or
college.
bachata class lately? Like
Hustle classes?
Like do the hustle. Oh, that's crazy. My dad and my aunt Sally
That's a
do
bang.
the hustle, and we always try to get them up to do it because my dad, a lot of people don't know, and he'll be mad if he knows I put this out there on air, but I'm doing it anyway. Like he used to be like a big dancer back in the day, like when he was young in his heyday
Pops?
before he had all us. Yeah, they used to
Get the
call him.
fuck
I
outta
forgot
here.
what movie it was. I'm gonna ask my mom when I get home.
Big Zoe.
I forgot what movie it was, but it was a movie in the 70s, like about dance kids who like hung out. And there was one of the kids, and his name was Gene, Gene the Dancing Machine. That's what he used to call my dad, Gene the Dancing Machine. And we found it like while I was in high school. We found it in his closet. He had the old school nameplate belt, not when they made the comeback, like in the early mid 2000s.
Yeah, the original.
He had the original nameplate belt that said Gene. And we always mess with him. We like, yo, Gene, you about to bust some moves? Gene, come on, give some. I was like, Mean Gene, give some moves, Gene.
Wait till I see him now.
Yeah, man. Like we always mess with him. But my dad and my aunt Sally always do that. Like we always try to get them to do the hustle.
Oh my god.
They always do it good. Like
I've never seen your dad dance. I've never even seen him think about dancing.
I mean, cause now all he thinks about is the game, man. He's retired, man. He's semi-retired. He
It's tell him about them hustle classes.
The hustle. Yeah.
I
He's
tell
gonna get
him,
his
bro.
hustle on.
Yeah. He my dad was a dancer, man. Like I tell people, I'm never gonna say this, man. I don't want any black people to be angry at me, but I'm gonna say this. I had never done the electric slide in my life before my brother's birthday this past year. Like I'd seen it, and I really don't even know the steps, man. I was going with the crowd, man. Like I've seen.
You look
I've
pretty
seen it
experienced
100.
at Cheese Party.
Huh?
You look pretty experienced.
Nah, that was the
already.
cha-cha slide.
Oh, yeah,
You're talking the
you did
electric
the
slide.
cha-cha.
You can feel it. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah.
The cha-cha is a whole other
The
beast.
cha-cha slide is just like, that's really what
To
it
the back now, y'all.
Like that was what
2
Martin
hops
Lawrence,
this time.
what Martin Lawrence called it, the ghetto hokey pokey.
The ghetto hokey pokey.
That's what Martin Lawrence called it. But
And then you had the classic follow the leader, which is
old
just
school
drunk people
soca.
trying to hold on to the person in front of them.
I wasn't touching anybody, but they had the good old classic, follow the lead, I follow the lead.
Their roof is on fire.
face I put.
That's exactly how you.
That's my
dancing
dancing
that night,
face.
too.
Yogas. That's what we learned, man. Shout out T, man. T and Yogas taught us that, man.
There's a yoga place down the block too.
Nah, not yoga. Yogas. That's the crew yell, man.
What?
That was our crew chant, man. Yogas. We would yell Yogas when we were out drunk. That is just the crew chant, man.
I never heard that before.
You never been, well, you weren't out with us. You never been out with us on a yoga night, man. Like, it's just a colloquial greeting we all use from time to time. All of us goofing off in the crew.
I wonder how this neighborhood's gonna look in like 12 months. Cause all these developments.
A lot of developments, man. It looks, it's crazy, man. Thinking back growing up, we've seen it. Like, it does feel like every day, every other day. It's just like, where'd this come from? Like, it is like every other day.
Shit. Take the bus. Just take the bus and just ride around the neighborhood.
I've seen it, bro. I walk around and see it a lot, man.
There's 50 construction sites just on the way here.
And a lot of them aren't like regular anymore. Like it used to be like just the regular renovation shit. Now there's like big like high rises going up, mid rises. Not really high rises.
They're doing this thing where now the first floor, they're turning it into businesses, and then the rest of the building is just like just apartments and shit. So. But it's not just like condos anymore.
It's not. But the thing about those businesses, man, is like a lot of these businesses haven't lasted in these places like that. Like they're in and out fast. Like let's think about across the street where the original pizzeria used to be. Since those guys left when we were in high school, and that was we graduated high school. I graduated 05. You graduated 04. They were gone by like 04. Like they had left from over there. In that 14 years, how many businesses have come and gone in there? And those guys were there like almost 20 years. Like sometimes I think landlords think, all right, I have the property value. Someone will want to pay it and come in. And they count the eggs before they hatch. And now you had a profitable business there. And you probably could have worked out a very fine deal for both sides. And greed, and now you've overextended yourself and you've lost how much revenue in your,
It's hard for brick and mortar businesses to, I guess, find opportunities to make income outside of whatever it is that they're doing. Like when you walk into First Live, they serve drinks, they serve coffee, liquor, but it's also a studio. It's also production services. It's also all these other things that help keep this place open. Yeah. How many different, they just closed Lantern. Like, Lantern is closed now.
It's but they sold it. Like, it's not closed. Like, see, that's different on Lantern. That Lantern falls in a different category because he sold the business and they're renovating it. They're turning that into something different. Lantern isn't closed.
Yeah, but why did he sell?
Huh? I would guess his own personal reasons. You said what happened a few months ago, which we obviously don't want to discuss on air. But you did say there was a downturn in business from that. Someone who frequented you noticed yourself. So I would guess that hurt your bottom line eventually. It's the same reason why Pine Box opens a craft cocktail bar with precious metal.
Yeah,
and they still have both. And God knows if they have plans to do something else. Probably do. We just don't know.
You just gotta have multiple streams coming in. You have to have multiple different avenues.
Brick and mortar is not as easy.
Especially in a neighborhood like this where the rent is increasing every
day, every second, every minute, man. Like I have, obviously, doing real estate, I have seen prices change. Like this happened to me with people, man, taking in paperwork. Like, oh no, the price of the VIG done going up. It's like, say what now? Like
the price of the what?
Nah, like the VIG's going up. That's usually what they say in the the VIG usually paying somebody something, got to give them a cut. It's just a mafia joke, but I've had with appointments about to take paperwork, man, and price of the apartment randomly just went up. Wasn't told. No emails went out earlier. Obviously, I would have told these people this. And the thing that killed me was, they knew my email was on my phone, so I got it. Like I would have got it soon. Would have got it instantaneously. So
it's hard, man. It's hard, and a lot of these mom and pop shops, they don't last.
It's not
that's the Gizzy's was a franchise. Because they have multiple Gizzies throughout the world. So we thought back in the day that Gizzy's was going to, maintain that place. It was only after I got close to the owners that I saw how much money they were losing, regardless of how much stuff they sold. That place was always packed. There was always people, buying food, and they had an amazing kitchen in there. Like their food there was spectacular. The drinks in there was nice and cheap. Not as cheap as across the street, but it is what it is. And even with that, the location was too pricey for them to maintain. And you need to find different avenues, especially now with the digital world. Like there's so many different
but there's a
ways.
lot of things that you can't do digitally. Like this, you can't have a digital coffee shop. You know what I'm saying?
No, but then there's extensions. Like they're gonna start digital coffee. See, we're gonna start it now. All you gotta do is a coffee emoji, and that should spray a scent out your phone. Coffee digital.
Coffee digital. Yeah. Just gave somebody an idea.
But
That is that's our intellectual property. Don't try to Zuckerberg us.
digital.
The Winklevoss twins still got billions.
What's today's date? Let's do a copyright print. Today is March 7th, 2018.
Wow.
It's March 7th already.
March 7th.
My birthday's on Sunday,
Yes, my cousin's birthday is Friday.
and I'm sad about it. Actually, I dread my birthday every year. I don't like birthdays like
And I
that.
think I need to find some. I think I need to find a Coogee sweater for Friday, man. Hey, every real Brooklynite knows what Friday is, man. It's March 9th.
Ah, yes.
You gotta
Well,
do it.
wait, I can't wait to wake up to all the pictures on IG and Facebook and yo, I've been listening to him my whole life. But no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. I just heard you blasting Tupac. Stop it. Oh shit, we almost out of time.
Yeah.
It was that Common Core.
That Common Core, man.
Let's see if give Chris a shout.
What
Yeah.
you got his number?
Yeah.
You want to call him on Skype or just?
I don't think we could call phone numbers from the Skype account.
Oh no.
Can we? Yeah, we can.
No, that's a paid service. You have to pay for that.
Huh?
Yeah, you got to pay for that. Skype and their upcharges.
Premium.
That's what they call it, freemium.
Hey, hold on.
See, this is
Freemium. That's what I tell people.
Here it is. 97. Man, I'm still trying to figure out this Pixel phone. Here it is. 972.
oh, let's not say his number on the air.
Yeah.
Come type it in.
It's
Had to get him with date.
Is that him calling?
here. Yeah. Yeah. I just found it right here. There we go.
Is he on
Yo.
speaker?
Christopher. I did by accident, but here you go. We're live. You're live with Bud and Roach.
Chris Day.
Hey, what's going on, Chris, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm going to step outside for a second because our signal in this building is not very good.
Cool.
Fortunately, we can do that right now. You guys probably can't, right?
No, we can't. We can't go outside right now.
Yeah, it's not coming down as heavy as they said yet, but it's supposed to start any minute now. It is raining and snowing somewhat.
It's raining snow is what it's doing. It's confused weather.
Yeah, because it says it's not cold enough to snow, but I see snowflakes, so it's odd. It's an odd one. It's an odd one right now.
I think the first thing.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, first we're gonna have you on Monday, right? If I'm not mistaken, gonna be able to get you on.
So 10 to 11, something like that?
Yes, sir. So we just wanted to give a quick overview for the people. What to expect. Give us a quick rundown of what you do, because Danny explained something to us a little bit, but I want you to tell the people.
Well, and that's what I wanted I think that'd be helpful is to kind of understand. Do we have any things we're trying to understand or goals or outcomes that we would like to have on any particular topics?
I mean, you work with it was recycling, right?
Yeah,
It was
recycling
a
and waste
recycling
management.
program.
Yeah, we do. We work with businesses here in Plano, from the smallest to the largest. So it could be a small donut shop all the way up to Liberty Mutual, or Toyotas, Frito-Lay, people like that. And we do a number of things with them. We have a green business program, and we have a construction demolition deposit. And I think we're the only one in the state that does that. So we actually collect money up front for certain size developments and projects, and they have to reach a minimum recycling percentage or threshold to get all of it back or a prorated amount back. And that's been a very successful program for us. But I'm happy to talk about other things as well, as far as product stewardship, the sustainability stuff that's going on here. We're working on a long-term waste plan for the city. We just did a characterization of the waste stream, and there's a lot of discussion about what's happening with recycling and why is it so challenging. So on the regulatory side, why is California perceived as being so green and successful, or the West Coast like that? So those are some of the topics I can talk about if we want to. It's just up to you guys.
Yeah, man, we can cover all of that.
We want all of that on the show on Monday. But I want to ask you right now, is there a website we can pull up right now, since we're still live on the air, so we can show how people can get in contact with you?
Probably so. I did find out on Monday that we're completely overhauling our website again. So I really, can't speak to what's going to be happening to the pages. But if you go to Plano.gov, you should be able to find, trash and recycling pretty fast, and then commercial. That's kind of the way you find it there. And Plano commercial recycling may still be active. But I can talk to Tiffany, our webmaster over here, and just say, hey, on Monday, can you please not jack with me?
Yeah, started on Tuesday. And has anyone ever told you that Chris Day sounds like a famous name? I'm actually kind of jealous about it.
There's this famous other Chris Day in Plano. I've heard about it. I hear about this guy all the time. In fact, it's funny because I'd heard about him at some of the places I used to hang out. Never did meet him. And then one night at 2 in the morning, I got a call from the PD Plano Police Department. They said, "Is this Chris Day?" And I said, "Yes, it is." They said, "Well, your car's been stolen." So I walked out to my driveway in my underwear, and my car was sitting right there. And I said, "You got the wrong Chris Day, but I've heard of this guy." So it's funny how that keeps happening, but yeah. Famous for the right things, I hope.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Yes.
But we want you on the entire show on Monday, Liz, because you sound like.
Yeah, that's fine. And Danny mentioned you may have an environmental lawyer, so I don't know what kind of what the context is, because environmental law could bridge anything from water quality, contamination, social justice issues to regulation for recycling and waste, or manufacturer producer responsibility. So all that stuff. I just don't know what the scope of that conversation would be.
It's exactly. We'll find out on Monday.
We'll find out on Monday.
I'm happy to be spontaneous and go in any given direction. But
so we look forward to having you on the show, bro. You sound like this interview is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, but it's probably gonna be a bummer for a lot of people too, because and a lot of what we do is an emotional activity, and a lot of people that come here from California. They want to have the same kind of success, and so we have to kind of look at that and say, okay, well, how is that success being achieved, and what does it look like? Because for example, California does have a high recycling rate. But they also have landfill fees over $100 a ton, and most of their success is based on their infrastructure. So they're relying on technology and infrastructure to deal with the mess that we're creating. So when I look at some of their recycling routes for food waste, for example, it's completely contaminated. It's disgusting. The end product, their compost, it's not high quality at all. Their professor from UCLA was just here. He wrote the long-term plan for the city of Los Angeles, and he told me he won't even buy that stuff. And so when he saw ours, he was just blown away by how clean it was.
Wow.
And so we were their food waste route. We were there 10 years ago, and we decided, we can't accept, this is not a trash program. So ours is kind of more voluntary based. There are economic incentives. There's a savings on that, but that's what really drives our programs here is where can we find a business case within our current cost structure to provide, these outlets and programs that people want to participate in without just going to a strict mandate. Mandates, man, we could talk about it Monday, I guess.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those extended episodes.
Yeah.
We might
run a little late on Monday, man.
It's just one of those things where my group we are definitely in the know on what the drivers are for people, what the motivating factors are, and some of it could be cost, some of it could be wanting to be kind of having more of the tree hugger mentality, a global view of environmentalism, which is a great thing to have, but not. We're in Texas, so we have to be kind of neutral. in our discussions. We just don't want people to be polarized by some of the lightning rod jargon and speak that's out there. And we want to just continue to move in the right direction without really, ticking off people here. We don't have to do that because we have, like I said, we have the economics is on our side. We can provide a business case to anybody and say, hey, look, we can help you do this and be cost neutral or save money every time. And that's kind of the way we approach it.
So again, for the people watching right now, this is going to be Monday's episode.
Yes, Monday we will have Chris Day on, and we'll be talking about all the intricacies of recycling, waste management, and everything things we didn't even know that we need to know. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I love these types of conversations, so I can't wait. I can't wait at this point.
I can't wait either. I'm looking forward to not working for a few days and just go and visit New York. And after the bomb cyclone, I don't know why we got to put bombs in the weather now. There are enough bombs in other places. Keep the bombs out of the weather.
Yeah,
keep
man.
the bombs out of the weather.
Bomb cyclones, man. Like, where'd that come from? Did they invent that? Like, is that just like a new invention of a word? Like, because I don't recall ever hearing that before.
It's sensationalism in its purest form, I think. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
So Monday, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, of course. We're in New York. We're going to have Chris Day on the Good Morning Bushwick show.
Yes.
And Chris Day, we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Sounds good. You guys have a great day and enjoy your weekend that's coming up.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
Bye-bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Chris Day. He's going to be our guest next Monday.
Yes, sir. And I can't wait to have that talk, man. So where can the people follow you at, man?
They can follow me at I'm King Roach.
You can, of course, follow both of us at Bud and Roach Show. You can follow First Live at First Live US. And, of course, you can follow me at Mr._Zoe on Instagram. And, of course, don't forget, man, if you're in the area, don't forget to stop by 219 Central Avenue, Bushwick, Brooklyn, 11221. First Live Bushwick, man. Stop in, grab one of these fine hot or cold caffeinated beverages, one of these handcrafted, alcoholic beverages. There's no judgment about what time you start your beer o'clock.
Beer o'clock starts.
And, of course, if you need any production services, don't forget to check out firstlive.us for all the contact information, going rates, and all the information we need on who to contact on that, man.
We'll record you anywhere,
any play, anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, there it is.
Right?
We got it right. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, doing what we do.
Yes, sir. And those of you, anyone have to be out in this weather, stay safe. If you don't, stay home. Enjoy a snow day, man.
Cheers.
Have a fantastic day, Bushwick.
The realness, realness.